Hey there, how are you? All right, this is my first time going live on YouTube. A little bit different from my end, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I would love to know if you can hear me okay. I'm assuming it's all up and running. I'm getting a green light from this end. Here we go. Today, the reason I put together this call, for one thing, it's going to be a shorter call than usual. We're going to start doing the live group healing calls that happen on Tuesdays with the, yes, you can hear me, great, with the, this type of format. And the reason is we've been doing the free group healing calls for 3 years now. And for those of you who have been dedicated and joining me every time we had it, I've made you register, you had your unique link, and we got together, and it's been great. Then I had to upload to YouTube. Now, all you have to do is once we create the YouTube live, you'll just click on the link and you're on. And if you forget the call, which happens because sometimes we get busy, then you can just hit that link and watch the replay. So a lot more seamless ease with all of this, right? And that's what we all need. That's great. We're live. I'm getting a lot of stuff in the chat box. I'm going to say hello and thanks. And here we go. So today I'm going to do a teaching point. And the reason I want to bring this teaching point is I was in a healing circle. I meet with healers from all over the world. We kind of get together, we chit chat, we talk. And something happened in one of the calls where one of the people participating was sharing something. And when they were sharing, they said, hey, listen, I was told I'm not supposed to share this with the common person, but you guys are a group of healers. I'm going to show you something. But, these elites don't want anyone knowing. And okay, first of all, I got a problem with the name elite. Who's elite? We are all magnificent beings of light. There is no one better than you. We're all in the same level playing field. We're all beings of light. We're magnificent. Yes, there's some of us that are in different stages in our lives, and that's because we're working through our experiences, our life lessons. But at that soul level, that magnificence is you, is magnificent in me, it's magnificent in all of us. So don't ever feel like there's someone better than you, or they might know more, they might have a little more wisdom, they may be older. It's great to take advice, but never feel like you're less. And I used to have that issue. It's called self-love. And over time, you build self-love. So continue with your journey. Your journey is unique to you. What we're going to do today is teach you this tip. Now, it goes under a different method name, which I will not mention. But back to the basics of where this came from. It came from an energy practitioner named Donna Eden. She's a lovely lady. She has courses, she has books. I believe she even has this on YouTube free. When I took her course, she always said, if humanity knew these basic principles on how to make themselves feel better, they would do so and we would be in a better place. So please teach this material to anyone you can. So when I used to have my longer welcome sessions, they seem to time's been going really quick, but I used to teach this to many people. I used to teach what we're learning today is the front back imbalance energy correction. Now I used to teach them 3 energy tips that I use every morning. We're only going to do the one today. If you guys like this video, I can always do another one with the other ones. But this one's it's not complicated. Anyone can learn it, but I really want you to focus on just this one, because if you have something's bubbling up, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling uncomfortable, you feel like something's bubbling up from your past, you're feeling sad. Some people don't know how to get over it. Now, I usually say do EFT, emotional freedom technique. You don't know how to do that? I do have a YouTube video on that, and I'll actually add that to the description. Watch it because I did a course on it. So that's a great one. It's a bit long and can take a few minutes, and some people forget the steps and they say, oh, I want to use it, but I don't. So this one is one of the things I incorporate almost every morning. Not so much nowadays because I kind of been feeling really good. I've been doing this for 13 years. So when I first was introduced to this method, it was during my, my relationship with Dr. Beatty. So beam therapy. So as she was teaching beam therapy, she was teaching me the background of why things work. So I did her course 7 times over and over because I want to understand everything. So she taught this method to me. Interestingly, she always said it was from Donna Eden. Then I learned it with another practitioner, and she brought it back to it was from Donna Eden. Then I took the course, and I saw it from Donna Eden, and the other two practitioners, or they showed it correctly. Now there's a new method out there that there probably costs a lot of money to take this course, when I believe the information is already readily available. So let's teach it so you have it. If you are having problems understanding it, put it in the chat and I'll try my best to slow it down. What I do want to do is just show you a screen here, just to give you an idea what we're dealing with. So with this front and back imbalance, what we're dealing with is the 4 lobes of the brain. So we have 4 lobes of the brain, which I'll show you in a second. If one of those lobes is not getting enough energy, or there's an imbalance in that, is an energetic imbalance, it's like driving a car with a flat tire. How are you going to make it from A to B when your tire's flat? The issue is we have this beautiful system. And when there's something imbalanced or out of balance, we don't work well. So we can't think properly. We might get overly tired. We can't focus. So if you're noticing that you're kind of out of sorts, you can't forget a topic comes up, you had a conversation with someone and they hurt your feelings, or you might have hurt their feelings, and it's replaying, focus on that issue and then do this exercise. And then let me know. You can comment below. You can reach out to me by email or text. Let me know, hey, did it work for you? Now, I'm just going to show you the screen here. I just want to have you take a quick look here just to see what we're dealing with. There we go. A process to this, and we're going to walk through, and I'm just going to make sure I have my chat box handy, because if there's any questions or there's something you need to understand, I'm going to keep an eye on the chat box here. Perfect. Okay, first thing we want to do is we're going to do it together right now. You're going to sit up straight. Now, let's say perhaps there's some of you on the call and you're like, oh my gosh, there is something that's irritating me. There is something that's bothering me. So allow a deep breath. Have that issue come to the surface. Now, you may be feeling great. Anytime I do this, even if I'm feeling great, say if I'm doing it with a client to show them, I'm going to show you right now. I feel great right now. I'm going to get a positive shift. It's like this wave of positive energy comes through me. It makes me even more clear, more relaxed, more peace, more clarity. This is one of my favorite ones. All right. So you're not seeing my legs, but what I'm doing with my legs is I want you to put, and for simplistic sake, let's put the left leg crossing over the right leg. And actually, I think I can show you something here that makes it a little bit more understandable. Give me a second here. I believe I have the perfect slide to show you. All right. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay. So this is what I would like you to do without showing you my legs. Give me a second. You can change it up. Now, because my left leg is over the right leg right now, I need to get, give me one second, my left arm over my right arm. Now, how did I just do that? Now, look complicated, right? I've taught this in the past to do it over your legs and knees, but I'm going to show you the proper way to do it. So, hold on, give me one second. There we go. So, this is my right hand. My right hand is going out. My left hand is going under. All right? So, my right hand's out, my left hand's up, and I am flipping over. Now, I'm not sure how it looks on the camera, but what I'm seeing looking at myself, this is what I want you to do. Look at yourself. I have my left leg crossed over my right leg. So my ankles are crossed. Also, when I look at myself, I have my right arm over, no, my left arm over my right arm. So left leg over right leg, left arm over right arm. This is as complicated as this gets. So I'm going to give you a minute here and to see if anyone has any questions before we continue to the next step. All right. This is a lot of fun, this. I feel like I'm talking to myself, but I feel like I see you guys. There's no sound when you, oh, so there's no sound when I, okay, that is something I need to do with my settings. So thank you for letting me know. I'll fix that for next time. So what I want you to, the main thing we want here is to make sure that the left leg is over the right. How did I get the right, this one? So I went here, I went under, and I flipped. Now we're in this position. I'm assuming everyone's in this position. Now, at this point, you want to look straight ahead. Now, you can think about the issue that is bothering you. Now, in this other method they're teaching out there, I believe all they're doing is focusing on the problem for 10 seconds. But I'm going to teach you something that's even more important here. I want you to do a special breathing. Now, I can't explain how this works, but there is an energetic reason for this. So you hold this position, you think about what's bothering you, or just allow it to bubble up naturally. Now what I want you to do is I want you to breathe in with your nose. Now, when you're doing that, do you notice that your tongue has gone to the roof of your mouth? It just naturally does that, right? Now, you hold it, and then you breathe out with your mouth. What's happening is your tongue is now going down. We're going to do four more breaths. So 5 in total. You breathe in with your nose, breathe out with your mouth, tongue is going down. So you have this motion of the tongue going up and down with the breath. You do this 5 times. I'm going to catch up to you guys here. Okay, great. Now, at this point, what you can do is simply let go. Or you can go to the next step, this other method teaches, and they just say to hold the 5 fingers for a second and then let go. I've tried it with and without this. To me, it doesn't make a difference, but you see, we all feel energy different. So if at the end this feels good and you let it go, do it. That's fine. But the most important steps were the ankles, the left's over the right, so the right arm is over the left is over the right, the left is over the right. Where the confusion gets is a lot of people will put the left over the right and then the right over the left. You can do right over left, that is fine. There's no right or wrong. You're going to go with what feels comfortable to you. Now, some people will actually use muscle testing to see, should I do the right over the left today or the left over the right today based on the issue? I just go with my intuition. Personally, I always just naturally go to the left over the right. But that's me. We're all very different. We all have different ways we feel, all that stuff. So I don't want to make this over complicated. I don't want to oversimplify it because, it's, I want you guys to get it. Nothing here to pop out. Give me a second here. Sorry. I think I lost my pop out chat. I had to take a look, make sure we're still there. All right. So I'm going to put it in the chat. Okay. And then we're going to go from here. All right. So I am going to go through it one more time. And if there's any questions, put it through the chat. I'll answer. And then we'll go, we'll just end the call. If you like this type of stuff, if you want to know more, I have tons of knowledge, little tips and tricks. I think what I might just do is sometimes I get very excited. I get these bright ideas after my walk in the labyrinth and I want to tell someone. So what I do is I write these little blogs and they never go anywhere because the time to write them and post them. But with this new platform that I learned about, it's so easy to just get online, say, hey, I'm going live. You miss it, fine. At least it's there. I'll put the details in the title. So what is this good for? All right. First thing I do in the morning is I wake up. I will drink maybe water. Usually it's water the first thing I'll drink. Go to the bathroom. And I'll do these exercises. But more recently, what I've been doing is before I do anything, I do these 3 exercises, this being one of them. This is my favorite one. It brings balance to your energy system. It helps you think more clearly throughout the day. It helps you get out of the anxiety and into the focus. It helps you release stuck energy. So someone made me upset. They said, hey, your video sucked. Like, I don't really care, but let's just say that bothered me. It might bother me for 1 or 2 seconds, but let's say I'm one of those people that just can't let something go. I can do this front back imbalance, and that stuck energy just seems to float away. So if you feel emotionally upset, you can use it. Now, we do have a few more minutes. I may just quickly show you the other 2 exercises I do. I'll just give you these as a bonus because we have time and they're easier to do. And then I'll go through all of them and then we'll end the call. So the first one I do, and I'm sure many of you have seen this before, and I take my right hand and put it on my chest. And I make circles towards my left shoulder. So I'm doing that. Now I used to have people say an affirmation. And the affirmation used to go something like, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself with all my problems and limitations. But then I realized recently we don't have any limitations or problems. We're perfect the way we are. So I've been using something a little bit simpler and just saying, I love myself just the way I am. I'm perfect and evolving. I love myself just the way I am. I'm perfect and evolving. That's it. That's a very simple exercise. Now, what I can do is just show you on the screen, because I think I have this one handy. And if I do, I'll just give you a quick watch here, and you can just see it. All right, let's see. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so it is called the up-down imbalance. So I'm going to show this to you in the best way I can. I will show you with the camera, so I hope you can hear me. Here it is. So on this slide, the right hand's on the chest and you're moving it towards the left. There is the old affirmation I used to use, or just simply say, I love myself. I am perfect. So that's one of the exercises I do every morning, and that balances on up and down. We've done the front and back, which I will show you one more time. And then there is the left and right. So the left and right one is very simple, and I'm just going to show it to you. It's called the cross crawl. Now it's just an exaggerated movement. But actually, before I do that, I'm just gonna flip to something here and show you another screen. I like this because we're just learning a little bit more. The cross crawl is another powerful energy balancing. I'm going to show you this right now. Again, I hope you can hear me when I show you this. So here we go. Look at all the things this one does. It's amazing. There's so many things it can correct. What does it do? It's a very, very simple exercise. All right. I'm bringing myself back. I hope you were able to hear me when I spoke. If not, I'll watch the replay and see where the sound has gone out. So, oh, you can hear me. Perfect. So, check this out. The cross crawl. Let's say you have, when you're during your day and you start saying things backwards, or you stutter, or you're having a hard time reading, that is an imbalance of the left and right. So simply, really, now we're going to stand up here. It's exaggerated movement. I'm sure I don't hit myself here. You're just doing this. That's it. It's that simple. So you're doing this little exercise, and it is balancing your left and right imbalance. So what do I do in the morning? I sit up. I do the up and down. I do the front and back. And then I actually use that exaggerated thing, the cross crawl, and walk to the bathroom. And I'm done. What I notice is I'm balanced. I can think clearly. We have those 3 major energy fields. If you balance them, you're going to feel better. You're going to start your day more refreshed. Now, the day goes on. We have days where I always say affirmations. Today's going to be a beautiful day. Today is going to be a benevolent day. Everything's working with ease and flow. May there be peace to the world. All that. I say my stuff. You might say your stuff. Now, I can keep myself in a very high vibration. I've done lots of work on myself, 13 years. But in the past, I can start my day good and then something happens. Your car breaks down, you stub your toe, your kids are screaming, and you start to lose your balance. How long did it take to do those 3 exercises? Sometimes you may just want to put your hand on your chest and say, hey, I love myself. That's a huge one because you can do that very quickly as you're running after your kid or making your coffee, right? The other one, your kids are all upset. What do? Hey, kids, let's have fun. And you start doing this, follow me. This is exaggerated moment. Now everyone's having fun and everyone's balancing. I used to have play dates with kids. And sometimes they kind of get on each other's nerves. Hey, we just do the cross crawl one. Let's do this, everyone. All of a sudden, everyone's playing nicely. Why? Because they're balanced. They can think clearly. They're really neat. So you're going to use them every day. As much as you want to. They're at your disposal. They're easy. The hardest one is the one I taught today first, the front and back. So let's go over that one again. So you're going to sit there and you're going to think, okay, what do I want to do? I'm going to let's do it this way. Let's do the right over the left to me. But for some people, it might feel better. So we'll do it that way. My right is over my left. All right. But now I need my right hand over my left. Now before, I was doing it like that, so I'm going to do it like that. I'm going to go underneath, and I'm going to flip. And now I look at myself. My right leg is over my left leg. My right arm is over my left arm. Now I'm going to think about the problem. Oh, my kids are driving me crazy. My boss is driving me crazy. I'm so frustrated right now, but I'm just going to let it go. Now I'm going to take 5 deep breaths. You're breathing in with your nose, out with the mouth, just looking straight. And what you're doing is when you're breathing in with your nose, tongue is going up. When you're breathing out with your mouth, tongue's going down. It's hitting different meridian systems. After you're done the 5 breaths, you let go. Some people like to do this just for a second and let it go. Again, this was not taught by Donna Eden. This was added on by somebody else. You can use it. I don't think it's a good or bad thing at all. But what I taught you without that is the Donna Eden way. She's been doing this a long time. That beautiful woman saw energy as a kid and she developed these. It's been taught by Dr. Beatty, another PhD doctor I I mentored with, it's out there. This information has been told by Donna Eden herself. Share it. Because the more people that can be more balanced, the more people who feel good about themselves, they're only going to hold the light for this planet. So when your vibration is high, you're holding it for others. So teach it to your friends, teach it to your kids. Now, kids, I know I have a few. Sometimes they love this one. And they just walk around saying, I love myself, I love myself. And I go, hey, you okay? No, I'm just taking care of myself. I feel out of balance. It's beautiful. I believe one of them taught it in residence at university. And there are kids doing it. Kids nowadays get it. They want to feel better. They know they have the power to feel better. It's us older folks that don't realize that we have the power, but we're learning, we're understanding we do, and we're doing the best to feel better. Because when I feel better, you feel better, we all feel better, we start to hold the light for this planet. And that's what this is all about. So I am going to end this. It was fun. I know it's new. I think I like it better as we're just clicking on the link. I don't have to make sure people get the registration links. You miss it, there's a replay. So we're going to do our call on Tuesday, 9 p.m. Anyone's welcome. It's a group meditation call. It's a healing call. It's a healing for us, for our family, our friends, our homes, our pets. And then it gets to something bigger. We start sending it out to the beautiful world and then the universe. They're fun. I'm going to be choosing new music. I'm working on that. I love my default music, but I'm going to try to change it up. So that will be fun, something different. Hopefully you'll like the music. And yeah, anyway, if you have any comments, you have any questions, I'm always free to, I'll reach out. I'm pretty good at replying pretty quickly. And I think we're good. So we're going to end it. Thank you so much for joining me. Half an hour on a Sunday. So have a beautiful day. The sun is shining here. Hopefully it's shining where you are. Remember, you're a magnificent being. Keep your balance of your energies in check because you deserve it. You deserve to feel better. All right, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll see you again soon.